Nerds, Sage is here, so yes, hi, how you doing? You might be guessing by the title that I'm talking about a few things, but we're going to go over this because I keep getting questions about this, and if I think this can happen, and since, well, let me just take a look real quick while we're here. Yeah, Ira's banner. Yes, these are technically ending sometime later in... I mean, technically, the one that we're really looking at is the Dancer banner, but still, nonetheless, a lot of you have been asking about that, so you know what, we'll talk about it. And I'm just going to do this over Tempest Trials, because I need to do this, and I feel like I don't show enough gameplay anyways. So, while we're here, let's just, let's talk, shall we? So, one of the questions I oftentimes get now, because of course the Dancer banner came out, and people were like, Sage's... The one thing that I remember a lot of people complaining about, just right out of the gate when I talked about that banner, was people got upset that I called it the Halloween banner. They were like, Sages, that isn't the Halloween banner. The Halloween banner is something completely different. And it kept going from there, and people were all kinds of like, I wouldn't say upset, but they were just like, it's not the Halloween banner, Sages. And I hate to say this, guys, but I know a lot of you are holding out hope that maybe we'll finally get that banner that's based on you know, all the Halloween characters, or at least the Halloween. I don't know if I can really call it Halloween characters, but all the Halloween stuff that was showing up in you know, Fates that we never got, because I don't know if you guys remember, but Fates did technically get a DLC that was based around a harvest festival, and everyone was like, that's gonna be what it is, guys, is what it is. That's my best impression of you guys. I'm sorry if it was kind of offensive, but still, you know, everyone was like, oh man, that's what it's gonna be. So when the Performing Arts banner finally was revealed, people were like, this isn't the Halloween banner. And there was a lot of meltdowns over that, and people getting all sorts of nasty, and it was weird. Things like that. It was really, really odd, and, you know, do I personally see the Halloween banner? The main reason people say that is because the Halloween well, technically, I'm sorry, the Performing Arts banner technically ends on, I believe, like the 29th of October. And people were like, there's still time to do that, there's still time for all kinds of stuff to show up there, and it's just like, this is really what we're getting into right now. This is really what we're at. This is the investment that people have, and I admire that. I do. I know a lot of you are really wanting an actual Halloween banner because the Performing Arts banner was apparently something you didn't want, but I'm just gonna play devil's advocate and tell you, let it go. You know, much like the movie Frozen, you're gonna have to eventually let it go. That was really bad of me to say, but I'm gonna just throw that out there and just probably say, yeah, it's probably not happening. You know, just... granted, I will gladly eat my hat, and you can, you know, quote me on that if, for some reason, there's another Xander out there, and this time he has a bow, and he's dressed as a pirate. Then I will gladly be like, oh crap, I was wrong. That sort of stuff, but... I hate to be the downer there, guys, but it ain't happening. Just saying. Okay. One of the other questions that I got, and I get asked a lot, is how much have I spent in this game? Honestly, not very much, at least for myself. If I were to put an actual price at it, it would probably be a little too much for some people, at about 1,000 plus, somewhere in that market, but a lot of it was fan donations in the early days, which was really helpful, and I really just can't say thank you to those who did help us out there. So, you know, that's where a lot of that came from. So, for those who are asking, yes, I did spend quite a bit, but it wasn't as much as people seem to be thinking it is. Still, though, quite a bit, considering. I know a lot of you are probably like, that's a lot! So, you know, yes, I have spent quite a bit. The other question I had that I get asked a bit is, Sages, you've been doing this for so long, do you ever really see yourself as quitting the game? I will. And, you know, the thing is, there have been many times where I've honestly wanted to quit a lot of things. Be it YouTube, be it whatever. You know, people always ask me, well, what would be the driving thing to basically end it for you? And, well, that would probably be, if I were to guess, something along the lines of maybe just
On
the
the
game
way.
becomes,
You have my word.
unsalvageable, and people lose interest in it, and lose interest in the channel. I mean, Heroes is what has been pulling in a lot of the interest in a lot of you guys, and maybe if I could branch out and start working on something that was, not Heroes with you guys, that would be cool too. I mostly say that because I can't keep doing Heroes forever, and
Orders?
Heroes is always something that, it's going to have days where it's not going to be able to have content, things like that, where people aren't going to be able to,
Ready.
enjoy it as much, I'd say, or at least I'm not going to be able to enjoy it as much. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy playing the game, it's
Got it.
just,
Let us sing.
yeah, it's not always going to be, oh man, this is really great kind of thing. Just, it's going to be a mixture of a lot of stuff. Can
Okay.
you die, Sarah? Thank you. What is up with you being that OP? You know
You
what?
have my word.
Let's try and do this. And
Okay.
maybe... No, I don't think that's going to work. Let's
Of
try and get
course.
her out of there. And, the other thing that people keep asking...
happy.
Oh, geez. I think our poor Lind over there. I didn't even realize. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, well. It happens.
On the
You
way.
Well, you can do damage to him, but you're not gonna... We're gonna
You
pull
have my
that
word.
back for now.
Of course.
Anyways, but the other thing that I would probably skip out on for would probably
Let
not
us
skip
sing,
out,
I
but the
will.
one thing I'm actually looking forward to is probably like, the Animal Crossing mobile game, because I love me some Animal Crossing. That is something I could play for years and days. I mean, I like Stardew Valley. I know a lot of people have tuned in for my Stardew Valley streams, or at least some of you have, and you've been around for that. I love games like that. I love little simulation games like that. It's more fun to me than a lot of the other stuff. So yeah, that's probably where I would be going. I mean, if they turned that into a gacha and like, I don't know, maybe like Bob or something came up on screen and I was just like, oh, hey, look, it's Bob, I'd just be like freaking out
On the
and
way.
enjoying that
You have
like
my word.
indefinitely, just constantly. 'Cause Bob is Bay. Bay is Bob, as they
Be
say.
happy.
Wow, Gray has a lot more defense than I remember him having. Anyways, but yeah, like, I mean, just imagine like Bob's just, somewhere on screen, just like showing up and just being like, hey, look, there he is, right on screen, like just dancing around. I would be all over that.
Of
I would just
course.
be like, hell yeah. If they made that into a gacha game,
the
I would
way.
spend millions.
I will.
I'm kidding. I
Orders?
would not actually spend millions, but if he were there, I'd be like, hell yeah, that's me. And then he'd just walk off screen, and then everything would be fine.
Be happy.
But maybe I'm just being a bit overzealous in that regard. I don't know.
Okay.
I find that whole thing
Let us sing.
really hilarious. Oh boy, that's
Be
kind of
happy.
forgot that. Okay, well, this is gonna be a bit harsh. Anyways,
You have my word.
but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. If anyone actually wants to watch
I will.
the Animal Crossing mobile stream thing with me, feel free to tag along for that one. That'll be interesting, and then Bob will just pop back into frame and be like, hey, I'm right here. And yes, that cat's name is Bob. I don't know why. It's really a very odd one to discuss, and, I'm just thinking about oh no, I don't want to intern. But people are probably already like judging by the title. They're probably like, you're quitting and things like that. But like,
On the way.
I would
Orders?
find I would literally just I would die for a Animal Crossing gacha. Well, I couldn't make a series of videos about like, here's the best unit you can get,
Happy.
because it would just be objective, and then people would just be like, nah, that's not how it works, brah, and
Got
things
it.
like that. I'm trying to emulate you guys with my talk here. It's not going too well. Can you stop buffing him, please? That's ridiculous. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I reckon you get
Orders?
rid of him. You can, at least quite readily, actually. Anyways, but
Your
yes,
life is mine.
that would be the one thing I would quit for. I wouldn't quit, I'm just saying
Of course.
that would be something
You
I'd
have
be
my
down
word.
for, and that would be something I would love to do content on, because Animal Crossing is certainly something I would enjoy
I
quite a
will.
bit. Oh dear, that...
Orders?
I forgot
Let
Lucas
us
really
sing.
just has a lot of beef there, so we're gonna be pulling back. Not my best run here, unfortunately, but, you know, could be worse. Could be a lot
Be
worse.
happy.
At least that'll kill him. Still, nonetheless, I just figured I would talk about that because
On the way.
I find people's questions interesting when it comes down to it.
Orders?
I mean, don't get me wrong when it comes to, you know, things like, you know, a banner, a Halloween banner would still be really cool, but I don't think they would put it out right at the end of the month. I'm really, really positive that, our...
I will.
I can safely say that, well, I don't think IS would do that. I mean, but then again, I don't remember when the Easter banner actually came out, so it could be anywhere in between there. I could be very, very wrong in that regard.
Okay.
Oh, Christ, Bowie's gonna be a nightmare. You know what, we'll wait a little bit. Not my best run, but then again, I'm probably terrible at this game, just as a general rule.
I will.
Goodbye, Titania, at least I can kill you reliably well.
Let us
Anyways,
sing. Be happy. You have my word.
we are boxed in here, and it's gonna be tight. Really, really tight. Okay, come on. Oh, okay, well, you sent her away, I understand, but
I
you
will.
didn't need to do that. Still, when people ask me these kind of questions, I find it fun
On
to
the way.
answer because
Of
I
course.
think it would be really cool
Okay.
to just, you know, talk. It's just really cool to talk to you guys, honestly, and I love talking to you every time anyways, so... unfortunately, I'm pretty sure my, I don't want to move, Cordelia out of that. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but, oh well, it was bound to happen.
Orders?
Well,
Let
let's
us
try
sing.
and get rid of Bowie
Got it.
then. And then hopefully we can move on and end this, this little run here. But, you know, people have been asking me, so I figured I would just take the time to talk to you guys and see what you guys thought. That is... Whew, I don't think she can take him down. Well, actually, nah, we're going to use
On the way.
Azura and kind of bait this a bit. This way, at least. I can know that this is gonna work. Okay, that was unnecessary.
Let us sing.
And then we can have our good old friend Ira come in here and just do that.
Orders?
Not my best run out there, but hey, I'll take it. Still,
Pitiful.
nonetheless. Oh, a coach, is Scotian, really? Okay, well, at least it didn't stop that. Anyways. Yeah, I figured I would just talk about it and figure how I would explain things, and, you know. I like having these open dialogues because it's just fun. This is a lot more breathing room than I usually give myself on videos. God, my speed was D. That sucks butt, but oh well. I'll worry about getting better points later. Hey, I got 2 more orbs. Great, fantastic. That's cool, right? Anyways, I'm just gonna snatch that Tempest Trial stamina pot and, you know, in this video. So I hope you guys don't mind, and, you know, maybe everyone will enjoy some Animal Crossing. I'm gonna just try and, you know, have some fun with things. And maybe, eventually, we can have more videos that aren't just heroes when it comes down to it. So, anyways, catch you nerds later. Thanks for watching.